All right. We're running to the south side.
We have usually stayed in whatever meeting we were in too long, and we hit snooze a couple times.
I got Twizzlers. Twizzlers!
We should have gotten up and gone, and we didn't, and then we have to like hurry out the door, and it's usually kind of a little bit of a mad rush.
We are so late.
Okay, we got it. We're good.
Life in the Fishhook World Headquarters is pretty much like life in any house. You know, life in any house is oftentimes about having company. So we have company over, and we want to be hospitable. It's about living together, like coexisting peacefully, kind of like with brothers and sisters, and sharing the kitchen and making sure there's food to eat and all those kind of things that you want to have around your house.
Krista, what just happened?
I made chicken. Everyone yelled that I burnt the chicken. I wanted to be noted, I did not burn the chicken. It looks great.
Well, if this was smell-o-vision.
The
Smells.
stuff in the bottom of the toaster is what, when you
That's
you guys, you ever
disgusting.
use an
There's times where you have to leave the house, and so at least at my house, usually it's kind of a scramble to get out the door, and I would say that is true at Fishhook as well.
Trying not to fall in my heels.
We need to see internally, like, what does it take for us to put each one of these together? We've just given Carissa the license to just shoot things that happen around the house. So this week we presented the idea to the team, and I would say by and large the extroverts were all like, yes, this is gonna be awesome. And I would say that our introverts were like, a TV series about Fishhook. All right. And we are going to begin the production of some sort of periodic, I don't know if it'll be weekly or monthly, in essence, web-based TV show about Fishhook. I think the questions they asked, especially Lindsay, asked some really good hard questions, and I think it's made us kind of have to be even more concrete about what we're trying to do and what we're hoping to accomplish.
God didn't make me to be a person that says, like, what if we tried this? However, He did make me to be a person that comes alongside big picture thinkers and brainstormers and say, like, have you thought about this and this? And well, what about that? And I think I really, when I first heard about Hook, honestly, my first reaction was like, what? And so I gave myself 48 hours and I came up with a bunch of questions and I told them, like, I don't understand it in a very kind way, but I want to support it. So what about this? And it just started to kind of evolve and grow from there. So look at me, I'm on the pilot episode. That was something I didn't think we should do.
Bye guys, have a great afternoon.
Trying to get the footage that I need for an episode of Hooked can be a little tricky in a house that has a lot of loud people. On the list of things that have interrupted an important moment for me, filming, Evan dropping in on an interview. Evan has popped in on every single interview.
So, do you need to come out?
I got a donut.
The doorbell ringing. There's always food coming to this house, as you probably know. Another struggle, my fault entirely. I turned the sound off on the camera. It used to make a beeping sound when you would hit record. I turned that off, so I was like kind of under the radar when I filmed. That has turned out to be a problem for me because now I am not sure when I'm recording. I have a full day's worth of shots of me walking, basically. So this whole making of a TV show is a learning process. We're getting there. It might take us a few more episodes, but we're working on it.
So one of the goals of Hooked is to give people the experience of what it's like to work with Fishhook, or what goes on behind the scenes that is potentially to their benefit.
I hated to just keep pointing out things and not give them what I felt like was a clear help to that. Now granted, some of that could be done in follow-up coaching
Right.
if that's how we
Right.
wanted to do it.
Yeah.
We want to show what's the kind of thinking that our team goes through, what are the kind of things that we wrestle through, just in the course of doing work or in the course of doing work for our clients. We want people to be able to get a peek of our heart and our values.
What are some new things we should be doing with our churches and questions we should be asking them?
We just want to be able to paint a picture in an unfiltered way of what's the story that happens when Fishhook, the individuals of Fishhook, and the individual church leaders come together.
I feel like we have a common purpose and a common goal, and we know each other. We know our weaknesses and our strengths, and through that true collaboration, we get to move towards that common goal.
They understand our vision, they understand our mission, they understand the language of the church. And so to know that I can give work to somebody else and know that it's going to be done well is a huge benefit to me.
Our best days at Fishhook are having fun with our clients, connecting with them, maybe over a meal or having a cup of coffee, supporting them to communicate with their staff and leaders, with their congregation, with their community.
Yeah, I couldn't do high heels.
Yeah,
No, it's
So-
too much. It's
too much
my
effort.
in the office attire.
Yeah.
I'm
We're
very
very
versatile
cheap.
here. Yes, this is my in the office attire. It's a Mario shirt.
My hope would be that other church leaders might say, hey, I want that kind of thinking on my team. I want that kind of thinking on my church's behalf. I mean, yes, we want to do more work, but it's not that we want to do more work in like a capitalism sense. We want to do more work in a kingdom sense, that if we don't stay current in how we are putting ourselves out there, then we can't fulfill our mission of working with churches to help them improve how they communicate. I don't want every episode to end with, and the moral of the story is, you should call Fishhook to help you with your blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't think we need to say the moral of the story is. My hope is that the story itself is compelling enough that it will do what we hope it will do. Is that good? Yeah. Okay.
Okay. I think it's done. We can just take a photo of that. That's our logo. All right.
Hi, Sean. That was Sean. He's very elusive. He's like seeing like a rare red panda.
How it's not natural to be so motivated for me. That it's like we're eating pizza for lunch today. Be ready for pizza and breadsticks. That's so great. Oh, is this all recording?
Yeah.
How many minutes is it recording?